10 surefire ways to spice up your relationship. No matter how long you've been together, who doesn't want the excitement and intoxicating feelings of love, romance and intimacy lingering throughout their relationship? A great sex life is not just about the positions you try, the lingerie you wear or the candles you light up. It's also about what you do to your partner after all these things are taken care of. The biggest issues for couples who experience a lack of sexual fulfillment are that they don't make sex fun, they don't experiment and are often afraid to tell each other what they really like in bed. Look through some of these suggestions to spice up your relationship and love life. One. Explore your fantasies. Communication is the key to a long-lasting relationship and a satisfying sex life. That's why you should ask your partner to tell you their fantasies, no matter how embarrassing they are. As long as you don't judge each other, then admitting your kinks can strengthen your bond. Besides, if you're both willing to act out a certain fantasy, you'll have a fun night ahead of you. If you love and trust your partner, then there's no reason to keep your sexual preferences a secret. Being honest with each other and trying new things is the best way to spice up your stale sex life. Two. Wear nice clothes out. When you are in a relationship for an extended period of time, it can be easy to stop caring about your appearance as much as you did when you first started dating. If you guys are struggling to find the romance, it may be really nice to set out a date together where you both dress up. You should ideally find your partner attractive, and who doesn't love seeing them all dolled up. It can also be really sexy to know that your partner is putting in that effort for you. 3. Bring in toys. Bedroom toys aren't only meant to be used when alone. They can be a great way to add excitement to your sex life with your partner. After all, there are dozens of different types of toys, so there's bound to be something that you and your partner will both enjoy. Bringing in things like toys or a blindfold can help add to the overall enjoyment of any session. It can also be really great to know that your partner is open-minded and willing to try out different things. Four. Read sex advice together. It can be really helpful, and sexy, to check out different sex advice sites together. This can range from reading different positions, to just reading about people who have had their own experiences in the bedroom and want to share. Sex is an area of your relationship that should always feel like it is growing, and if it feels routine, then why not take advice from others? It can also establish a great relationship of having proper communication, which, as you are about to find out, can lead to much better sex. 5. Try anything new together. When we say do exciting, new things together, it doesn't necessarily mean extreme things like skydiving or some adventure trip. Cooking, taking a class, or trying a new sport together totally counts. Any activity that deviates from routine allows you to expand the ways that you think about yourself and your relationship. Even better, if an activity gets your blood pumping, it can trick your body into thinking it's entering X-rated territory. When we feel exhilarated, we often also feel more attracted to our partners because the physiological processes are similar to those that take place for romantic or sexual arousal. 6. Don't underestimate the power of touch. Don't underestimate the power of touch. If you are not an overly affectionate couple, then it is time to reintroduce touch into your relationship to spice it up. Kiss, hug, and cuddle one another in order to maintain a physical connection. If the mood is right, you can take this up a notch and even engage in a nice massage for each other. Seven. Tease your partner through the day. Sex does not only have to happen in the bedroom. It can be instigated throughout the day through simple things like throwing a text to your partner that lets them know you are thinking about them. Leave a fun note or send a picture if you are feeling comfortable. The point of all of this is that it also creates that open dynamic that we now know is so important in creating a healthy and sexy relationship. Nothing will make your partner want to rip your clothes off more when you come home at 9:30 p.m. like having told them what you wanted to do to them 12 hours ago. Have a boudoir shoot. A great way to spice up your sex life is by surprising your partner with sexy little gifts. One of the best things you could give them is a series of photographs of you at your finest. You can either hire a professional photograph to take tasteful photos of you for a boudoir shoot, or you can take your own selfies with yourself. Either way, your partner will be pleased with what they see. Sending them the snapshots is a great way to foreplay before you see each other. That way, you'll both be eager to sleep together by the time you're in the same room again. Nine. Create a romantic atmosphere. A messy room littered with candy wrappers isn't going to feel as sensual as a clean, candle-lit room. That's why you should set aside some time to add special touches to your bedroom. Spreading flower petals over the bed, lighting some candles, and putting down silky sheets are all ways to enhance your sexual experience later on in the evening. The more romantic the atmosphere is, the easier it'll be for you and your partner to become intimate. Of course, it's also important to make sure that your doors are locked and curtains are drawn, so that you're not constantly worried about your roommate or child bursting into the room. 10. Switch things up. Make sure that your sex life does not feel like it is settling into a routine. Do you guys always do the same style? Well, maybe reading sex advice together will help you guys figure out some new areas to explore. Do you always have sex in your bed? Next time, try the couch. The confidence that radiates from someone who is not afraid to explore and switch things up is incredibly sexy, and helps make you feel like your sex life is the kind that will always be expanding. Healthy sex life also means that if you and your partner are so inclined, There are always things you can do to add some extra spice to the bedroom. If you're feeling like your relationship has hit a bit of a wall, you're in luck, because I guarantee that some of, if not all, these items can work to add a lot more fun in the bedroom. These might not all work for you, but they follow an overall theme. Make sure your partner feels loved. Make sure they feel sexy and desired. If you are wondering if they are having any doubts that you feel this way, tell them how you feel. Sex can be a fantastic thing in your relationship, and you both owe it to the relationship to make it one.